Hey, this is Brandon Brotsky from Reach Home Loans. I'm gonna be the one managing the loan process on your transaction. And today I'm gonna walk you through exactly what that process is and what you should expect when working with Reach Home Loans. So the first step, once a client's under contract, is their disclosures have to be prepared. And who does that? Well, that's Anna. Her job is to prepare all the loan disclosures, get them out to the borrower the same day that we receive your purchase contract, assuming that the title company has provided us with a list of their fees on a preliminary closing disclosure. So once those loan disclosures are sent out electronically to your borrower, the next step is receiving them back and moving to our opening process. So we're gonna make our way to our processing and opening department, and that's where the magic happens. So loan disclosure is signed, file makes its way back here to our office, and where does it go? It goes to Monica. Monica's job is to go ahead and order all the third-party services that are needed on the transaction, such as the appraisal, the title work, the insurance, tax transcripts if necessary. And from there, the file is gonna move to our submission underwriter. They're basically gonna scrub the file before they move it to an actual underwriter who's gonna make a decision on the file for us. So now the loan has made its way over to Chris. Chris's job is to scrub the file before it actually moves to an underwriter. He wants to make sure that we have everything necessary to come out with a clean loan approval. He also wants to make sure there's not things in the file that are unnecessary and could potentially cause a problem with getting a loan approved. So a file's made its way into underwriting. The underwriter's gonna go through the file and make sure that it meets all of the lending criteria that it needed to issue an initial approval on the loan. That's your conditional loan approval, also known as a loan commitment. All right, so your loan's in underwriting. This is where the decisions are made. There he is, the underwriter. He's the end-all be-all for determining whether or not we can issue this loan to the client. Now, with our team, we have a 100% approval rate, assuming that an appraisal comes in at value and that the borrower doesn't cancel due to inspection issues. So all those things aside, we're gonna be issuing a loan commitment to the client. So now your loan's been out of underwriting. We have your conditional loan approval. That means we have our commitment in hand. Your file's gonna make it back to one of our condition processors. A condition processor is just exactly as their name says. They're gonna be reaching out to the borrower and all third parties to request items needed in order to get the file back into underwriting for it to clear to close. Let's go pay them a visit. Now we're back here in processing, and the file's made its way to our condition processor, Jean the Machine Cuomo. There she is, working away. Now we have 3 condition processors in the office. Jean is one of them, and her job is, as I said, to make sure that we get all the necessary conditions needed to issue a final approval on the loan. So while Jean and our other condition processors are working on collecting conditions on the loan, at the same time, the initial closing disclosure gets sent out to the borrower in order to start the clock. This will prevent any delays in the CD process with our closing. It will allow for us to meet our goal of getting a closing package to title at least 2 days prior to the closing date. So CD's gone out. Our conditional processor has requested all the conditions needed. They've received them. File's gone back into underwriting. It's come out with a clear to close, and it makes its way over to our closer. And our closer's job is to get the closing disclosures over to the title company for the closing. And as I said, our goal as a team here at Reach is to get the package to title at least 2 days prior to closing, if not earlier. And that's just a quick overview of our process. But last but certainly not least, is my right-hand man, Byron Ritchie. Byron's gonna be available throughout the entire process along with me to make sure that you're getting updates on the regular. We promise to update you every Tuesday by phone and every Friday by email. And we're available to you outside of that as long as you need us. So we look forward to a smooth transaction, and we appreciate you giving us and our client the opportunity to make this work with Reach Home Loans.